fill you in on the week that's just been. So, right now we have switched up the routine, so we're working from a recovery session in Mondays. So session 1's now a recovery session on the track, followed up with some compounds over in the gym. I'm working to sort out some knee troubles. I want to get myself feeling a bit more comfortable in the front squat positions. We need a lot more stiffness, and I'm trying to work on kind of coupling yielding isometrics with my front squats so I can really emphasize that patella tendon stiffness. So you can see me in the background. It's reasonably heavy, but I'm not really uncomfortable in this isometric. However, I work on my top set was in the 120 region on the safety squat bar. This one was discomfort. Now we're on to second session. Now this is the session, the big one. We wanted to get through it reasonably comfy, so we got split fives. Now split sessions are top notch, always love them, and in the session terrible. But this session right here, it was a nice introduction to some in-session pain, but some no like discomfort coming out of the session. So it's only 2 sets of split fives, and we were going 38 and 25 targeted, but we clocked. It was a 39 and a 25. However, you can see I am trying out the slick back. Get some jumps in, obviously. I'm there with my boy George, just getting some late night convos in. It's always good to have someone there. Now, my first rep, it was much more about the introduction to the split five, because that was the first split five that I'd run, and here I am doing my second set. This split five was much better, so I was about half a second quicker in my 3, and I was the same speed for my 2. And then we finished it up with some high dribbles, trying to just work ourselves through. It was nice. As you can see, I'm moving quite fluidly, so I really, in the actual reps, it got tricky, and I was experiencing fatigue, but I was not experiencing pain. And then recovery afterwards from only doing 2 reps meant I was quite comfortable doing these high dribbles. We weren't really doing anything except just making sure everything felt fluid and I wasn't extremely tired. Session 3 of the week. This is all about our blocks. We're trying to get ourselves sorted out for the season ahead. So I'm leading up to a Tonbridge meet. I've got 400 on Easter Monday, and need to get my plyos worked up and then push myself out through these blocks. I'm always thinking about that first step now. It's a lot more about making sure I'm driving through. So you can see my reactivity, my strength, I'm not really struggling with it, but I just need to make sure that in this position here, I'm snapping that foot back and I'm feeling comfortable having it back against my center of gravity. Always gonna crack out the sleds. Me and sleds go hand in hand. Reps of 30, and we're working quite lightly. Pretty sure it was in the 15 kilo range, and then pass it on. 17 kilo range, and then we pass it on, get some strides out. Yeah, and I'm just sunk in those hips, and it's really upsetting me that that hip sink is still there. It's habitual, very tricky to work it out. The aggression and the violence still, it looks pretty good in terms of the output. My hips were quite low in that one, but yeah, I'm still sunk down. I don't intend on being, it's just the struggle I have with where my foot placement is. And then we work into the gym, so it's a new movement I'm trying to incorporate as I go into the season. I want to get much more violence in the posterior chain in the gym. And then we finish up the week with some coaching. Here I am with Ryan. This one, it was just a step over his ankle, and I was really annoyed with him for that. And then there you go, you can see his torso angle is much more comfortable. We still had that stepping over, but the torso angles are where we want them to end up going. And then we just need to make sure Ryan's got really good advantages. You can see those hips nice and low, and he's coming through. He's still rolling over that foot instead of driving it. It's a big one that we're working on, but he does really well, and I have very high hopes for how he's going to turn out.